I did a lot of new things. It was I did get married at the very beginning of the pandemic. I did have a baby.
Anything new? Yeah, I had a kid during the pandemic and I got married during the pandemic. Two things that I did, and your vision of that is completely different, when you think you're getting married or having a kid, but then the pandemic happened and you're just like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna stop living? So it was like, no, we had the baby, we got married during the pandemic, and that kind of changed everything.
The biggest thing that kind of revamped during this whole time period was taking care of my body, learning how to take care of it mentally and physically, not just working out, but take care of it mentally, learn who I am, learn how to communicate with people in a way where we weren't able to communicate face to face.
Really take the time to rest and take care of myself in ways that's not just, eating and sleeping, and just really being able to relax and work on myself physically, mentally, just taking care. It's been really beneficial to have a home life that I know that I can come back to when things get busy, and now I know how to do those things, so it's really useful.
So I started to paint rocks. So I didn't really have a lot of time to paint rocks. I am not a painter. I'm very not good at that kind of art stuff. Mostly stick with the performing, but I learned how to paint rocks and I was obsessed with it, and I would paint little rocks during quarantine and stuff like that. And basically I got really interesting at that.
I made molasses, which was really random. You just juice grapes and then boil it for hours. So that was delicious.
I took up knitting. I'm not that bad at it. I didn't finish any of the projects I started, but I took it up and I did really well.
This last year, I find I really got to spend a lot more time with my family, my immediate family. So my mom, my brother, and Nathan, my partner, we spent a lot of time together. And then after lockdowns and stuff, my grandparents live right down the street from us, so we got to spend a lot of time with them. And it was really lovely just to be together as a family and embrace family time when we could. That was the most fun.
What was the most music-related or theater-related thing you did over the last year? Singing in the shower is acceptable.
Yeah, well, I've still been able to just sing a little bit in my basement, play piano, play some guitar.
Well, what I've done some cabarets with Yes. Those were super exciting. I did that with Marin and Katie. I was really excited about that one. That was super cool.
With Yes, we've been able to do the Telethon last year. I did a cabaret with two of the company members, Montana and Sydney. So I've been able to do some stuff, and that's been great. It's been able to kind of give me an artistic outlet.
In October of 2020, I was able to do a reading of a show at Telethon, which was written by Alex Tétrault. It was so cool to be able to do that with a small group of people, but it was a group of people that I really loved, and it was really nice to do.
So I did a show at STC. I did the case of the missing A.Y. Jackson with Judy Strawn, and it was like a radio play. And so we all wore masks and we were socially distanced on stage, and we did that, and it was really cool. And it was and we had an audience of maybe 10 to 15 people. It wasn't a lot, but just the feeling of getting to do a rehearsal, even with masks on and scripts, and getting to go up there and perform was absolutely amazing and definitely missed.
Well, Jake and I were able to do a production of Bed and Breakfast at the Sudbury Theatre Centre, which was brilliant. We were one of the only companies in Canada doing a production at the time, and getting to work with him and Janine and Morgan on this really intimate, delicate little two-person play was a really great, profound gift.
Honestly, just working on these shows, and I've been co-directing it with Janine, so that process has been the best, because we've been picking all the music and weaving the story together and working with an arranger, and that's the most forward motion I felt.
Honestly, the most musical thing I've been able to do over the last year is sitting around a campfire with a guitar. That's kind of all that's really been able to happen, but I was very thankful for that. There's still music in life even if shows aren't able to go on.